What do you regret finding out? My father discovered he had progressive kidney failure and was given roughly 8 years before he'd need dialysis or a transplant. He immediately stopped drinking alcohol and started this strict diet regimen. But when I asked about the sudden lifestyle changes, he just said his doctor wanted him to be healthier as he got older. Several months later, he casually mentioned having some kidney trouble, but claimed the doctors weren't sure what was causing it. He was being deliberately vague because I work as a physical therapist, and he knew I'd start researching his condition online and figure out how serious it really was. For the final 18 months of his life, he was going to dialysis 3 times a week, but he told everyone it was just routine treatments for his kidney issues. I suspected he was sicker than he was letting on, but not that he was actually dying. Nobody in our family knew the full truth except my stepmother, who had promised to keep his secret. I could see he was getting weaker and more tired, but I assumed we still had several good years left together. He ended up being hospitalized with complications from an infection, developed sepsis, and passed away 4 days later with my stepmother and me holding his hands. As I sat beside his hospital bed during those final hours, I could tell he was more worried about how I was handling everything than he was about his own condition. He was literally dying and still trying to take care of my emotions. Through my tears, I told him that it was okay to let go, that he didn't need to keep fighting for us anymore. I could barely get the words out, but I managed to say, "You've been in so much pain, haven't you?" And he squeezed my hand and nodded slightly. I whispered, "It's okay to rest now. I'm going to be okay. You don't have to worry about me anymore." I couldn't actually say the word die out loud, but he understood what I meant and nodded again with this look of relief in his eyes. After he passed, my stepmother explained that he'd known for years exactly how this would end, but he couldn't bear the thought of me spending all that time dreading his death instead of just enjoying whatever time we had left together. He wanted our last few years to feel normal and happy rather than overshadowed by grief and fear. I still don't know whether I wish I had known the truth earlier or not. Part of me feels cheated out of the chance to say everything I wanted to say and to prepare myself emotionally. But another part of me is grateful that those final years weren't consumed by anxiety and sadness, that we could just be father and daughter without the weight of his diagnosis hanging over every conversation. Sometimes I think his way was kinder, protecting me from years of anticipatory grief and letting me remember him as strong and hopeful, rather than as someone slowly dying. But other times I wonder if I could have been there for him more, could have helped him through the fear and uncertainty he must have been carrying alone. I suppose there's no right answer. He made the choice he thought would hurt me least, and maybe that's all any parent can do when facing something this impossible.